Hello, hello, dear American Dream Life member. Happy Thursday today on time with a bit of a setup thing. But so excited that I could come live in an afternoon to keep the same time as always and for some time at least, for weeks actually. It's an interesting journey that started as an inspiration and continued developing, and it's becoming kind of a game and a playfulness around p words and learning so much in that journey and sharing that journey with the others, how that kind of evolves, and more details usually are provided to my email group community. And I've been sharing those messages with them as well, from YouTube and also from American Dream Life Facebook group. So anyhow, so what's the purpose of this community? American Dream Life is how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. That came before even the pandemic. The new version of it came when it started, and still it was with some guest speakers, and then somehow, instead of focusing so much to bringing guests, I decided to start going live and sharing a bit of the wisdom and messages and downloads that I've been receiving with those P words, and many times going through the experiences myself around that word and the process and the supportive words that I actually been sharing with you here in those broadcasts. To grow your beliefs, why it's so important. There's so much going on in this world, so much unknown, that when we don't have that connection, when we're not attempting to unite ourselves more, we will never find that unity outside, or peace or joy or love. So that's the reason for it, to bring that inspiration, to share that it's possible, that you can dream your true American dream, and that you actually can embody more of those being states that can be supportive to you, to create more of that unity within, so you can experience that on your own skin and body and actually bring that to the others, because that's how we can make a difference and create a change in this world. Today is an interesting topic, how to be protected. It came again from scriptures, and I've been not really hiding anymore where it's coming. It was all kinds of ways that those words were coming, and lately it seems, and I didn't even look any further many times. When I do them consistently reading, there's some occasion that somehow not happening, but I will catch up later in the day, if it's not in the morning, that I will read some scriptures and commentaries, and the word will show up. So I'm like, why? Before, when I was attempting at some other ways, and it would work once, and then it didn't work anymore, and I was keep looking for different ways, and that way actually been pretty consistent lately, delivering on the P words, new P words. And potentially there were some variation of the protector, I believe, that was shared, possibly even protected. It seems like it's more important than ever those days to talk about that, because it feels so unsafe in today's world, and all that's going on. I learned some new things, developments that happening in the world, and who knows what else will be happening. So really embody more of that feeling, being protected is so important. And what I want to share first, maybe supporting words that can help you embody more of that feeling of being protected, are actually trust, grace, and love. How trust has to do with that? Well, when you trust that you are protected, for sure, you will embody, feel more of that protection within. When you allow that grace and actually more of the receiving part, you will also feel more protected, that you're not closing yourself off, and you are creating that grace and forgiveness as well to a certain degree for things that you potentially did take some risks and you didn't feel protected and you don't want to experience that again. What else? Love. Love is definitely the most powerful thing on earth. True love and the embody more of. It's not just a feeling; it's more than that. It's even hard to describe. It's on so many different levels and embody more of that state of being in all kinds of variation. It kind of raise your frequency, raise your vibration, and creates a totally different perspective, creates more of that unity when you coming with love to yourself, when you coming with love to others, and that kind of going to that. So like I said, it's more than just a feeling and state of being, and embody more of that can really create totally more rewarding perspective for you when you're stepping more to that. So even and especially when things not working out, or you actually dealing with some hard situation or with difficult people and love them anyway, that's not always easy. However, keep coming from that state of being is really very empowering, not just for you but also for them as well, to somehow you're not transforming your own experience, but you start transforming them when you're coming from that state of being love. And I've been practicing that, and I know how that it works. So try it if you didn't have a chance yet. So anyhow, so those are the supporting words. Usually I also sharing a bit of a story from personal experiences that show up with the word. And there's some, probably the one that I want to share is about sitting outside on the Zoom call on the patio, cover patio, and kind of somehow protected by a smoker, my hubby smoker. And we live on the golf course. And apparently the golf course was just all of a sudden is flying towards me, and somehow it's somehow because of the smoker it didn't land it on me or hit me because of that, and that was kind of part of that protection. So that was like I got that deeper than excuse me, then like well, it's just kind of coincident that that thing was there. I actually felt excuse me, I felt more than that, that protection within, that yes, it wasn't my time. There's all kinds of like when I trying to even picture how that could end up if that golf course would hit me in the head, and would it that be just a bruise or more fatal or more serious event that would happen out of that. And you really start thinking on your feet quickly. And I didn't go too much to imagination, but actually shifted myself more to the love and to the to grace and to the trust and gratefulness as well for that experience that felt pretty scary, but that I was protected in that experience. And the other one that I could think of, the other night, I was coming back home later in the evening, and some car behind me, somehow I don't know why he was driving faster and the necessary, and all of a sudden the traffic starts slowing, and all of a sudden I see in the back of my mirror, back mirror and the side mirrors, that the car is like going sideways and not trying to hit me in my back. So that was another interesting story of really feeling more of that and of protection, that things that I can embody more of that. So those are just some situations from personal experience to going through, and something that I didn't expect, they just happen. And some of those, yeah, probably will teach you more than any other than you expected. Situations like that, with the car accidents, it's just a matter of minutes. I could get a little bit slower. The person couldn't like think on their feet and can just slam into me in my back, and not like really taking a turn to the left or to the right, I should say, to avoid that crash. And same with that golf course. What other scenario could that be that could happen differently? And really embody more of that, that you are protected. And those just kind of more practical, couple of practical examples, and from my own personal experience, and more deeper one to really feel more of that protection in that unsettling and feeling unsafe environment that we're living right now, is to embody more of the trust, more of the grace, and more of love. That you can embody more of feeling that and not doing, because you cannot do those couple situations. Just kind of realize what kind of dropping for me at this moment. I couldn't predict that golf course will be landing where it will be landing. It was in somebody else that was actually hitting that ball, and he didn't even have it, or he or she, I didn't even see the person, didn't have a control once hit the ball, how it will land, what obstacles, what challenges uh, that will came across to, and where it will land. Same with the accident, almost accident, didn't happen. That could be, in a different things, that the person couldn't have exactly control over their car, and could end up differently. So anyhow, so having more of that trust, grace, and love and gratefulness for all those experiences, that you feel protected, to embody more of a feeling and being in that state of protected, is definitely necessary. So especially in today's environment. So wishing you lots of love, joy, and peace. And before I go, the logistical part that I usually share here on the broadcast is that it's being streamed on the YouTube channel, as well as on the American Dream Live Facebook group community. There is a link to on the YouTube channel too, and I'm happy to see you at the American Dream Live Facebook group community, when there's more interaction and more frequent content. On YouTube is just once a week, and around 4:15 p.m. Sometimes with some change of schedule. There are usually I'm using the StreamYard third-party provider, where I can stream at the same time at the Facebook group and YouTube channel, where with that ability, there is a preview that is going out usually ahead of time, and will actually show you what word is covered each week, and some kind of preview and summary of the message, sometimes a bit more, sometimes just a question, an invitation. So anyhow, so feel free to share what's landing with the message, what resonates with the topic. Some of your thoughts, comments, greatly appreciated. So you can comment on both platforms, YouTube and American Dream Live Facebook group community. What else? You're probably sharing part if the message you feel might resonate with someone that will be easier from the YouTube channel. So anyhow, so that's it for today. Again, take care and see you next week.